Hey, so here we are, 20 to 6. So we set off in 20 minutes. Lots of nervous runners standing about. But no, so what I've been planning for months, training for months, is finally here. Excellent. Can't wait now.
Just all line up behind these stones, that would be fantastic.
Hey, we're off. Also a few miles in, perfect running conditions, and look at that. Tintern Abbey, just beautiful. Yeah, pretty drizzly. I think it's due to ease off a little bit later this morning, and then the rest of the day is going to be cloudy, which is perfect for running. A little bit more concerned about the next couple of days, because I think it's going to be lots of sunshine, so I need to make sure I keep hydrated, keep the factor 50 on and stuff. But yeah, going well. Loving it. Got a bit of a welcoming committee here as well. Hey. Thanks, guys. Cheers, Reese. Well, this route definitely has got everything. We've got loads of mountains coming up, little tiny bit of road we've done, and been through some fantastic woodlands, which is great stuff. So about 14 miles in, same distance again to the first checkpoint. It's about 29 miles, but yeah, really enjoying it, just taking my time because I know what's ahead of us, and yeah, just keeping on feeding the machine, trying to eat regularly, and just taking every step as it comes. No huge rush. The cut-off is really generous at 120 hours, so I'm not too worried about that, certainly for the time being. So 20 miles in now, just past the beautiful town of Monmouth, and stopped for a couple of Greg's vegan sausage rolls and an orange juice. Feeling much better after that. Not that I was feeling bad beforehand. Feeling really good, actually. Just taking my time over it. That's the only way to do it, really. So, you know, lots of slow running, broken up with lots of walking as well. And it's lovely, about 5 hours in actually, so making good progress. Oh, well, it's amazing how fortunes can change. I was struggling a bit. You'll have to excuse the ridiculous headwear. The forecast today was for it to be cloudy most of the day, so I didn't actually fill up all of my water bottles. And so I could just see myself in the screen. This hat looks ridiculous. Yeah, so it's hotter than I expected. So I started to flag a little bit. Fortunately, I managed to get some water to drink, which helped. And I've just put this buff in a sheep water trough and poured it all over myself. So I'm cooled down now. A bit of a breeze up the top of this hill as well, and the sun has gone in. Much as I do love the sun normally, but hey, look at that lot. If you can take your eyes away from my ridiculous hat. But yeah, so about 3 miles to the first aid station. I'm going to spend a little bit of time there, just because I've got time. So I'll sit down, I get properly rehydrated, make sure I've got both my water flasks and my 2 water bottles that I've got around my waist as well. Got all of those filled up, because I think it's about a 25-mile stretch to the 50-mile aid station, which is aid station number 2. That's right, yeah, aid station number 2. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride, nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving. Hey, got my mojo back, which is good. So yeah, let myself get a bit dehydrated back there. So just 2 miles to the aid station, and I'm still rocking this look. Yeah, not really Pirates of the Caribbean, probably more Hilda Ogden. But anyway, it's keeping me cool. And if I do see another sheep drinker, I'm going to just wet this and put it back on my head, which yeah, really made a hell of a difference. I did sort of start to overheat a little bit and dehydrate myself. So as I say, big stop at the aid station, or not a big stop, but I'll be there for sort of half hour or so. I've got time, bags of time, and I'd rather get myself together, spending a little bit more time at the aid station, and then go out feeling fresh as a daisy than just whiz through the aid station and feel completely knackered. So yeah, all is good. Well, according to the map on my watch, I am 0.1 miles away from the first aid station, so hopefully it's just going to be around the corner here. And what a sight that will be for sore eyes. Let's have a look, see if we can find it. No. 8. Aha, this looks promising up here. I can hear voices as well. Well, hey. So I think that is aid station number 1, done in 7 hours 56 minutes, nearly 8 hours. I'm going to spend a bit of time here just getting myself together before heading off. Let's run into the aid station. Let's pretend I'm a runner, shall I? Thanks. Oh, what a great sight that is. Oh, so starting to feel vaguely human again. Got my drop bag here with various goodies in there. And the important Buddha as well, which I will tell you about Buddha in a little while. It's quite an interesting story. Oh, we're making real progress. You can see the mountains in the distance there, which is kind of where we're heading. Because pretty much the second half of this ultramarathon is up in the mountains. While I've got a couple of minutes, I did mention about the drop bag. I did mention about Buddha and the significance of that little Buddha that I've got. So, I've not spoken about this on social media before, and it's quite emotional, so forgive me. Going back almost a year now, it's now May, it happened last June, I was driving home and was aware of cars turning around in the road in front of me. And one of the drivers had his window wound down and said to me, "A kid's been hit by a bus, I think he's dead." And anyway, all the other cars just turned around and drove off. I pulled over to see if there's anything I could do and went down the side of the bus. There were the bus passengers stood there in a panic. Other people just stood there, in a state of panic, and a child laying motionless in the road. So I started CPR on him for what seemed like ages and was probably actually less than a minute. And then he rolled his eyes and he started to breathe, very, very laboured breathing. So put him in the recovery position. There was another guy helping as well, and then the ambulance crews turned up, the air ambulance turned up. He was airlifted to King's Hospital in London, where he was in an induced coma for quite a while, and well, he's just made the most amazing recovery. He's currently sitting his exams. He was 10 when it happened, he's now 11, and anyway, that little Buddha was by his bedside during his stay in hospital, so it's really, really inspiring me. The bravery that he has shown, I think I can put up with a couple of days of hurty legs. So yeah, there you go. So that's the significance of Buddha and why it means so much. And is with me at every aid station, and I will give it back once finished. But there you go. So I told you it'd be a bit emotional. Oh, this is a tough bit. Climbing to aid station 2. I think I've got about 13 miles left, and starts off, as you see those houses down there, basically at ground level, and I've walked up, and that was a hell of a hill. But look at these views. Absolutely amazing. Just beautiful. So we still go up further, but it does ease off a little bit, so it's not quite the sharp elevation that it's had, but this is really, my quads are burning. But yeah, all good. Oh well, this is going great. I'm absolutely loving it. Just look at these views. Look at this. So the section from checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2 has been brutal. Some real serious climbs in there. Very, very draining. Still got about 9 miles to go to checkpoint 2. So I think probably be getting there just as it's getting dark, I would imagine. But yeah, pleased with how it's going, really pleased. I'm feeling tired, obviously, as you would expect. So I think I've done about 42 miles, something like that, which been out all day, about 13 hours I think it was. So it's not an awful lot to show for it, but just the elevation. Let me just check, see how much elevation, bear with. Get on the right screen. Yes, 7,320 feet of elevation today. Yeah, that's why my legs are tired. But yeah, really pleased with how it's going, keeping up a good pace. I think for a lot of this, I'm just going to keep on a decent walking pace and just see how it goes. I'm going to try and go for as long as I can without sleep. The plan is still, although there is the option to sleep at 67 miles, which is Crickhowell, I want to continue to the next sleep stop, which is 110 miles. How feasible that is, I'm not sure. We've had the pretty brutal sections between section 1 and 2. The bit from Crickhowell onwards, I've wrecked most of that. A bit hilly, but nothing too severe. So maybe I can carry on and do the 110 and then get a bit of sleep at Brecon. We're only allowed to stay for at the aid station for a maximum of 4 hours. So time I've eaten something, changed socks and stuff like that, that only gives a couple of 3 hours or something for sleeping. But that's the plan. But plans are ever flexible, so I'll see what happens. But yeah, going well, good day. And when I get to this aid station, that would have been a quarter of it done. We've done about 51 miles by then, so yeah, smashing it, kind of. Morning guys. Well, day 2 of Wild Horse 200. I'm struggling. I wasn't going to sleep at this aid station. I'm about 5 miles away from the aid stop where you can sleep. I was going to go through and not sleep, but I think I just need to. I'm grumpy as hell, just through lack of sleep. I didn't actually get any sleep. I've been through last night, so I didn't get any sleep last night. The night before, when I was staying in a pub, the pub decided to have a drum and bass party through till gone midnight, so I didn't get any sleep then either. So I've had 2 nights without any sleep. And this is just so tough. Got to checkpoint 2 last night, and already over 10% of people have pulled out, just because it is so difficult. It's likely to be quite warm today as well, which is another concern. Sorry. So yeah, I will have a quick sleep at the aid station, probably for about an hour. I'm way behind where I want to be. I know I didn't have any time commitments, but I think there's only about sort of 4 or 5 people behind me. I'm literally that low in the pack. So I was hoping to kind of gain a bit of time by not sleeping, or not sleeping at this aid station. But yeah, I think hopefully it'll improve my mood. And just look at the sun. Look at the morning. That's got to improve my mood, isn't it? But yeah, it's I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. But you know, I'm going to keep plugging away. Definitely going to keep plugging away. So hopefully, with a quick trip to the aid station, bit of sleep, strong coffee, the world will be a wonderful place again. Well, just amazing how moods can change. So I had about half-hour rest. I didn't sleep at all at the Crickhowell aid station. Cup of coffee, chat with the wonderful volunteers there, and a couple of bites to eat, and feeling great. So the next stage, or the next checkpoint, is 13 miles. This section, a little bit hilly, but nothing compared to what we did yesterday. So not envisaging too many problems for it, but just taking it nice and easy. Oh, and Buddha is fine, by the way. Not long left, checkpoint 4 then, and was told there's a big climb, and there it is, and that's what I've already done. But look at these views, amazing. And it's got quite a lot of false summits here, about 4. So you think you've got there, think you've got to the top, and you haven't. But yeah, feeling good. So when I get to checkpoint 5, that will mean I've done just over 100 miles. So psychologically, that's a huge boost. Over halfway done. We're going to say I'm really enjoying it. I suppose I am. I wasn't this morning, really wasn't this morning. Excuse me, these climbing over stiles is getting more and more interesting by the hour. Yeah, but enjoying it at the moment. So yeah, all is good. Just plodding along, doing my thing. As you can see, I've got my rather natty buff on my head, which I've just rinsed or just got wet in a sheep drinking trough, and it's cooled me down nicely. So yes, I really have turned feral over the last couple of days, but no, it's doing the job. All is good. Hey, good morning. Well, it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning. It's Friday morning, I think, and just got 93 miles of the Wild Horse 200 to go. So I'm hoping to finish tomorrow morning. Let's be confident about this. Yeah, early hours of tomorrow morning. So got a really tough bit coming up, tough couple of bits. If you know the area, it's around by the Story Arms, and then I can't remember the name of it, but further down as well, which has got some real serious elevation in there. So just going to take that nice and steady, and then the run finishes with what looks like a pretty much pancake flat marathon distance. So I'm not kind of too worried about that. I will do that. I don't see any problems with that. And then that finishes back at Worm's Head. So don't want to kind of be overconfident, but it does look like it's going to happen. And I've really enjoyed yesterday. I started off, was it yesterday or the day before? No, yesterday was, I started off and I didn't feel, I really was fed up with it. But by the end of the day, yeah, felt really good. At least I think that's how I felt. I can't remember. All of the days have just mixed into one. But just had a couple of hours sleep at the aid stop and feel so much better for that. And I have read on other Wild Horse reviews that the helpers at the aid stations are brilliant. And I can certainly testify that. They are all so fantastic. Nothing is too much trouble for them. I feel very guilty, or felt very guilty this morning, sort of barking out orders, can I have a coffee? And I actually had a vegan chili and rice, because in ultra running it's perfectly acceptable to have chili and rice at 4:30 in the morning. But yeah, they just couldn't do enough. And it's not just that aid station, every single aid station has been absolutely brilliant. So yeah, all credit to Wild Horse 200 volunteers and organisers. Yes, shout out to you all. Thank you so much. Oh, what a great little spot then. I can wet the buff.
Hey, buddy.
Oh. And let's fill the water bottle up as well. And chuck in a purification tablet, and that should be good to go in about half an hour. Lovely stuff. Hiya, so it's Thursday evening, or is it Friday? I don't bloody know. It could be Friday. Yeah, I think it's Friday. I'm really fed up. Got about 70 miles to do. I wanted to have it all boxed off tomorrow, but that's not going to happen. I mean, look, this is the bloody crap we're dealing with. How are you supposed to walk 70 miles, shite like that? And that's one of the easier ones. I spent several hours up on the mountains today trying to find tracks, and the GPS wasn't working properly. I'm thinking, do I want it badly enough? And at the moment I don't think I do. A couple of the other entrants, one of them went through the similar thing yesterday, but no, they said to get to the aid station, which is 2 miles away. It'll probably take me best part of an hour at the moment on this terrain to get to, and then hopefully get a bit of sleep and see what happens. But at the moment I'm just thinking bollocks to it. I can't be bothered with it. But who knows, maybe after a sleep I'll be back at it again. Well, the checkpoint volunteers were absolutely brilliant. I went in there, said I'm thinking of pulling out, and they said don't make a decision on an empty stomach, have a coffee and something to eat, which I did. They went through the map in detail and said it is, you know, it's no problem. I've got till Monday morning at 6 o'clock. I was hoping to finish on Saturday. It's going to go into Sunday, but it just means an extra day of tiredness. And another thing, thank you guys as well. If you have sent me messages of encouragement, if you've sponsored me, it really helps. I would feel as if I'm letting so many people down if at least I don't give it, give it my ultimate. It may be that I get timed out, but going to give it a really good shot. So yeah, feeling a bit more positive now. Got a 12-mile stretch now to the next aid station. Next aid station, we're going to have sleep and showers and what have you. So hopefully give my head a bit of a wobble, and should be in a better place. Certainly at the next aid station. Brilliant. So it looks like my Wild Horse 200 dream is unfortunately over. I was so tired. I was just not thinking straight. I was stumbling about. I was hallucinating. I got lost last night on the trail. I've ended up spending the night in this, which leaks like a sieve. I'm freezing cold. I'm waiting for the race medic to turn up. And I'm just, for all those that showed interest, that sponsored, I'm sorry. I've let you down. I did give it my best shot. I just needed another 60 miles and I'd have done it, but I can't. They have offered me the chance of, once the medic warms me up a bit, to get back out there, but I can't. I'm a danger to myself at the moment. I'm so tired. I'm just exhausted, and now beginning to be up against the cutoff. Cutoff is Monday at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's now Saturday morning at 3 in the morning, I think. But I'm gutted, totally gutted. I'm sorry.